Glad to see people are stopping by. Absolutely. It's always good. That was weird. I would really love it if it let me save and leave. There we go. Maybe. I can't save right now? Why can't I? There there we go. Dang, the lag on those button presses. Um what? Copy, paste. My stream chat's acting up. Missed all the shinies we've gotten so far? Yeah, you have. Okay. Level 24 for Lieutenant Surge. So I'm going to skip the remainder of the trainers in here, I think. Maybe. You seem to get off the stream right before he gets a shiny. Yeah, that basically seems to be how it's going. Okay. So I can stand to gain a total of 5 levels on that Pokemon. And Spearow's level 8, so I should probably be able to run. So for those that are just joining, I'm trying to stay under level for Misty. So 21's the max. So I came through to the end of Mount Moon, and now I'm backtracking to battle trainers that I skipped along the way just to make sure that I hit that. And then I should be able to... Ooh, I don't think I'll run from that. Ooh, yes, did. Battle train up Spearow a little bit. Because Spearow can be at a level 21 as well. And that's going to be a challenge. Never seen a streamer get a shiny Pokemon because you get bored easily and sensitive hearing in case the reaction is loud. Makes sense. Connor Reese, welcome, welcome. Hello, Shauna. Also, welcome Moondrop, Marcus, Ruben. There were probably other names that I didn't get to see in the chat. Sean Mo was also here. if there was anybody else that I did manage to miss. Hello and welcome. Indeed, the shiny luck is there, Sean. The shiny luck is there for subscribing. I noticed that I got like 3 subscribers while we were waiting for the stream to start. Like, I scheduled it at like 2 in the afternoon. And then I was at like 390, 389, and came back, and here we are. Okay, so I don't have any PowerPoints. So maybe backtracking is not a good idea. I'm just now realizing. Not gonna lie, when you first saw this emoji, you thought it was not a fist with a tear in eyes. Yeah, we're just gonna run. Okay, new plan. I'm leaving the cave. I do not have the move set to do battle right now. You're doing fire only and fire red, but only on weekends. So Moondrop, obviously you're choosing Charmander, but that means you won't be getting another Pokemon until like, what, Growlithe? And then Magmar. Is there another fire Pokemon that I'm missing in there somewhere? You are on max volume and only hear cars outside? Applesauce Muncher. Love the PFP, by the way. That's awesome. Love the Squirtle in the top hat. 1088 resets on you too. I'm gonna guess you're looking at least 11,000 resets. Youngest got to watch people perform Golden by K-pop Demon Hunter on the Oscars before bed. Nice. Was that they got to stay up later for that? I'm missing Volcanion. What? Oh yeah, Flareon. Duh. And Moltres, Rapidash. Yep. I always forget about the Rapidash line. Oh, we got a new subscriber coming in hot. Thank you. I must have forgotten that Volcanion is in this game since it came out in 2002, and Volcanion wasn't made until like 2015. 17, I mean. Actually, it might be 15, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna get slapped silly by Gary. I don't stand a chance. You just moved over here to the vertical stream. They are 10, so have a later bedtime now. Makes sense. Probably should have just went for the tackle on that one. I don't know. Yeah, we're already at the like goal for this stream. I'll have to pop over there and get that goal fixed here. Hey, Starkiller, welcome. Ooh, that gust is gonna hurt. Yeah, we're seven away from 400. It's pretty rad. Leech seed. Thanks, Marcus. I'm not sure how long I was on mute, but that was an amateur hour moment. Hopefully you get feeling better, Star Killer. It's no fun being sick for an extended period of time. Not that it's been fun being sick anytime, but... Have a great night, Shauna. Thanks for popping in. Okay, now that I'm not in an all-out battle for my life with my rival, I think I can handle the 5 trainers at the bridge. See, this is why Bulbasaur is like clutch, though. If I chose Charmander or Squirtle, I would have been toast. If you were to do a run through with only your favorite Pokemon, the first 2 gyms might be cooked. Seanmo, you feel like a celebrity. Well, that's good. Hey, Ryland, doing well? How about yourself? You meant a sick celebrity? Like one that's not feeling well? I found some more Game Chop musics to add to my playlist. I'm not disappointed. I also didn't pre-screen any of this music, so I have no idea what's going to come out of the speakers into your ears, so be warned. It's probably going to sound great. Doing good. Just spent the day with your brother on his B-Day. Nice. Happy B-Day to your brother. There should be music. Is anybody else not hearing music? Because if so, it might be just because that playlist is a little quieter. You got a rug burn today? I don't remember the last time I had a rug burn. Did you hear it before I turned it up, Ruben? Not gonna lie, Spearow Shiny's kind of making Spearow grow on me a little bit. Heard it the whole time. Okay, then I'm gonna turn it down. Because while this one is quieter, I don't want it overpowering the mic in any way. It is a quieter playlist for sure. At least the Zelda one is. Alright, I should be fine. But I might not be fine. Spearo's supposed to have a higher attack than Pidgey. Normally. Oh, well, that was a waste. Probably also that your headphones are slowly trying to quit on you and the audio is starting to go out on them. Yeah, that would make sense. That gave Oddish like no HP whatsoever, and I love it. Oh, moving on up to 394. Thank you. We do be getting subscribers today. That's wonderful news. This Bellsprout scares me way more than Oddish, but I feel like it shouldn't. Okay. So I currently have my next shiny selected as Doug Trio. Unless anybody cares to take a vote at a different Pokemon being selected. Sakai, Ikigai, welcome. Yeah, it's a shiny only badge quest, so must obtain one shiny prior to defeating each gym leader. Trying to make each my Pokemon max level not exceeding the max level of the gym leader. I would hunt a Nidoran, but I'm already past where I can do that at currently. And that's actually how I got my Spearow. I was going for a Nidoran when I got my Spearow. So the place that I'm most likely to get a Nidoran is actually going to be the Safari Zone. Hey, Jose, welcome. Yeah, I was going for Nidoran for the ground type, because that would have been clutch. But here we are. I got Spearow instead. But honestly, Spearow's pretty alright. So I could get Doug Trio, take out Lieutenant Surge. I don't have to, though. There is another avenue of skipping Lieutenant Surge and going to Erica and striving for a Vulpix on Route 12, I think it is. At least Doug Trio was guaranteed. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. And realistically, if we're not getting Nidoking very soon, That's honestly probably the next best thing. Which sounds more appealing? That's a good question. Like, I do want a Needle King or Queen, but I feel like there's no good place to have good odds for them. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling Doug Trio would be quite good. I'm also trying to take into consideration like what's going to be good end game for like Lance and company. Okay, we're gonna Lear, do some setup. Dang, that double kick was strong. Even with a type resist. Imagine Squirtle being Squirtle Turtle. I mean, given its tail, it kind of is, isn't it? I think I might have to like invest in shiny hunting a Shelder. Let's see. Jinx wouldn't be bad, but it's a trade Pokemon. Um, yeah, I don't think Fire Red has any mono ice types. Ooh, I can do trade Pokemon. Those are still okay, and I will be going for a Gengar, most definitely. So currently, I have my Ivysaur, Spearow. I'm gonna see about going for a Gengar and Alakazam. I want to do a Dratini. I'm tempted to do Snorlax, Vulpix, and the last type is kind of like either Doug Trio or maybe I need to do an ice type. I don't know. Snorlax is a nice one. Less time, yes. But like, I do want to try and have like some random wild cards in there. That's how we ended up with Spearow. Is Abra is going to be a casino. Dratini would be a casino. Snorlax is a static encounter. Wow, that Mankey ain't playing games. Mankey's out for blood. And this is exactly why... Oh, right, Mankey, Vital Spirit. Mankey does go hard with that Karate Chop. So that would be a team of 6 right there. And I do need a 7th and an 8th. Yeah, I think we'll go for Ivysaur, Spearow, Gengar, Alakazam, Snorlax, Vulpix, Dugtrio, and Dratini. Sean, were you setting up a joke with that Snorlax comment? Ice Beam on a Dragonite? Yeah, I think that is the way to go, honestly. You don't know if you said your mom went as Snorlax for Halloween. I was wondering if that was a joke setup. Or if your mom legitimately dressed up as Snorlax. Also, Sakai, we are also allowing shenanigans and glitches in this. You were Gengar, she was Snorlax. Okay. What kind of glitch? I really don't want to play the casino games in order to get a team of Abra to hunt. No, I won't need to trade glitch because I have 2 Nintendo Switches and a copy of each game. I can trade to evolve. That won't be a problem. I did put him in the box, yeah. Okay. Your sister is just somewhere probably watching TV. Not a bad place to be. Yeah, we're doing nugget grinding. So to do nugget grinding, after defeating all 5 of these trainers, we're going to battle this rocket guy, intentionally lose, because he's going to give us the first nugget. And then we'll fight him, lose, and then when we talk to him again, if I'm not mistaken, he gives us multiple nuggets. Which, luckily for me, it shouldn't be too hard to lose with my Spearow in its current state. Okay, it's getting some good damage. I'm also going to grind some EXP out of this for my shiny hunting run here. So, like, planning to lose after the first fight. maybe I'll lose after or before it. Who knows? There's the feint. Paid 192. That's okay because we just got 5,000 out of it. And we're going to go spend some money just to make sure we can't lose very much. There's a second nugget. All right, and that is how to get multiple nuggets in this game, so that's pretty neat. As long as I don't do any ace glitch or item glitches for items, then you'll stick around. Fair enough. Yeah, I just don't want to grind to get money to then buy Abra. That's my thing I don't want. But at the end, I will be duping my Master Ball, but it has nothing to do with the run. So that has everything to do with I'm not going to shiny hunt Deoxys or Mewtwo at the end of the game and not have a Master Ball to catch it with. But for the actual run, the 1 through 8, defeating the gym leaders, defeating the Elite Four, most definitely not doing item glitches for like rare candies and anything like that. Nugget glitch is a fair glitch. People would agree for runs. Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't have a rule that dictates that your Pokemon faint when they lose, it makes perfect sense to just get a bunch of nuggets. Can you see Eevee in this game? Like, as far as the evolution, it bills PC? I don't think so, but you can still get Eevee from Celadon City. The guy in the back of the hotel still is willing to give us one. No stats. Private Blondie. Jealous of Shiny Spearow, eh? It's a go-to for your team? Yeah. I'm not disappointed in getting the Spearow, honestly. Like, I would have preferred a Nidoran of any gender, but Spearow Shiny is pretty great. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can't see effort values in this game. But, I do know how to train for effort values in this game. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, summary doesn't tell you much. So no judge function. Train Gengar for speed. Heck yeah. If I were a creator of Pokemon, what would be the first Pokemon I make? What exactly do you mean by that, Gekwa? Or Sean? He is a glass cannon. He is like the definition of glass cannon. But he does have levitate in this game, so he's a lot more viable. The first Pokemon that doesn't exist. Honestly, maybe a hot take, I would make a completely useless but extremely cute Pokemon. Yeah, I am dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Let's see, it looks like you are hanging out on my Sludge Bomb Trainer stream. I do have one for Twitch, and I think Private Blondie. No, they're on. Everybody's on my main stream. It looks like. But yeah, I am dual streaming. I got a horizontal one on YouTube, a vertical one on YouTube, vertical one on Twitch, and I do have a second YouTube channel that's also vertical. So the useless cute Pokemon I would make is a baby calf Pokemon that males evolve into Tauros, females evolve into Miltank. And the second Pokemon I would make is a baby Kangaskhan. Yeah, by Swayze, I got Shiny Spearow last night. And by Swayze seems to be on one of the other streams. They are on my vertical or my horizontal stream. That's where they're at. By Swayze, did we decide I needed 200,000 to max out my coins at the game corner? My luck has been insane. Marcus is my side stream today. I love it. Not really useless, but it causes trouble. Kind of. Oh, the Twitch is named Brasscoin. I should hook up Nightbot to be able to do that. You would get around 80 to 99 nuggets to be safe.
Thank you!
Ah, there we go. Sakai Ikigai is now following on Twitch. You would get around 80 to 90 nuggets to be safe. Yeah, I'm definitely hunting multiple Abras at the same time. I'm gonna buy them all. Gotta buy them all. But I know I'm also going to be going for Dratini as well, so I do need to be prudent. And that's why I have no guilt in getting a bunch of nuggets, is because I know I'm going to need them. So if I'm looking to do 200, I need 40 nuggets, I think, is what I need. Minimum. Which creates a boring predicament for the stream. We don't have Nightbot on Sludge Bomb Trainer yet. You thought I was mainly going for Dratini? Abra. Abra is also on the list. It may be a shiny Clefairy, because why not? You just need Entei to show up to complete your living dex? Nice. Is that... Did you already get Suicune and Raikou as well? $40 nuggets is nothing, just grind it out. Oh yeah, we grinding it out for sure. I've done more tedious on the stream. I have done more tedious things on the stream. The last Let's Play that I did before my Fire Red and then this shiny only run, I was doing a Professor Oak's challenge on red and blue. Okay? So catching everything, filling in the Pokedex 100% as much as possible prior to defeating each gym leader. But then I added a living dex clause onto that as well. So I had to have a form of every Pokemon in my box that was available prior to each gym leader. The amount of grinding in Viridian Forest was absurd. I still have to finish it. I still have all the paperwork for it on what I still need to do. I will be returning to it at some point in the future, but that's an epic challenge to finish. You'll be hunting Deoxys and the other legends on 2 of your other switches. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to shiny hunt the roaming legendaries on this just for the lulz. I'm going to dual hunt Mewtwo, and I'm going to hunt Deoxys on this game profile as well, because then I'll have all 3 shiny Deoxys forms available in these games. I guess I also forget about the Versus Seeker, so like cash isn't an issue in this game because you can always rebattle people. So really what we're doing by this nugget glitch is just expediting things. Because losing this battle for 5,000 is way faster than battling a bunch of trainers over and over again. So every 2 runs is 500 coins. Three switches over 10,000 attempts. 3 playthroughs, no shinies. Meanwhile, I have 2 shinies in less than a week. That's how I roll. Unfortunately, my luck will run out eventually. And when it does, it's going to hurt. Oh, that's why. So if I just leer, for example. Ekans leers. If I leer again. Poison Sting. And that hurts me. Ken just subscribed. Well, thank you, Ken. How you doing tonight? Have a good trainer ID. I mean, I don't know how the RNG manipulation works on this, but here's hoping. Because, like, I know in Emerald, you could get a really good trainer ID and then have early shiny frames so that you could soft reset easier, but yeah, I don't know how it works on this one. I mean, I assume it reloads the seed every time you power off and on. Okay, if I leer, it leers. I leer again. It attacks. I leer again. It attacks. And then I fight. And it leers. Then I fight again. And it survives. But it leers! Ooh. Meanwhile, your 500 max repels down, no Entei. Give you some luck, please. You're just looking for Entei, right? And I assume you're outside Viridian Forest on Route 2, running into the forest and back. And you have a level 45 Pokemon leading. Oop, wrong guy. Always a good idea to save every now and then. I also want to check to see where I'm at. I think I have like 8 nuggets at this point. 9. Almost a fourth of the way there. Well, by Swayze, have some good luck here. Hopefully you're able to get that Entei loaded up right quick. It's unfortunate that you had to put all that work in to get it, but hopefully it lets you get the rest of your legendaries in peace. At the rate we're going, I think I'm just barely going to be able to get all of the nuggets. At the end of the stream here. Finally got it, eh? Not surprised. you're only shiny while I stream from now on. Yeah, weren't you like shiny hunting Charmander or something? I'm just gonna make sure I have Twitch chat turned on. Your phone restarted, so you're back. Welcome back. Okay, it looks like it's working. It was Bulba just decided to do a living dex until your OLED got here, which tomorrow you'll restart at 10,011 attempts. Dang. 10,100 attempts. Gosh, I can read sometimes. Naruto Tar. How long did it take to get my shinies? The two of them combined took 25 hours. And it took 2,224 encounters for Bulbasaur. It took 994 or 6 for Spearow. We've had some pretty fantastic luck. Roberto, you really like opening with that message, don't you? Sean, you have a fantastic night. Thanks for popping in and chatting with us. Be right back soon if I'm still live. Some stuff just came up. Bye, Swayze. Do what you gotta do, man. We'll probably be here for another 45 minutes at least. If I somehow survive this, I'm gonna be shocked. You've always thought of doing a shiny only run, but on the older games seems scary because of the odds. It's very daunting. It is. Ghastly Anarchy. What's the next hunt? Any targets or just whatever shinies? Right now, we're slated for Doug Trio. It's either going to be Doug Trio, Ghastly, or Vulpix. I think I'm inclined for like Diglett / Doug Trio. Why am I healing my Pokemon over and over and over again? Because I'm distracted, that's why. You've never seen Roberto say anything other than that? I've gotten about 3 different phrases out of Roberto. But, like, it's typed in the same way every single time. So, like, it's got to be copy-pasted. I gotta say, though, this playlist is really making me want to play through Twilight Princess again. Yeah, they're... You might get Ghastly yourself. I would expect no less for a name such as yours. And a Growlithe for fun, as soon as you get out of the lab with your golden lizard. Good luck on your hunt for a shiny Charmander. I feel like the lab is the hardest part of a shiny only run in this generation, but I could be mistaken. Oh my gosh. I got another KO in. Right now we're doing the early setup for a shiny Abra hunt and a shiny Dratini hunt. You got a shiny Bulbasaur in your old Leaf Green a few years back. Took like 3 months. I honestly thought I was going to be here for another 2 months just hunting Bulbasaur. Andrew, welcome. Neither, I think, is a good bet. Because they're Pokemon. And that's just a little odd. If I were Gengar, who would I choose? Again, neither. Gengar's a little on the deceased side. Myself. Sometimes, as a streamer, You have to answer things more like a politician than a gamer. That's my answer to that question. Ha, the original game over. Because some questions, there is no right answer to. When I said yesterday that I wanted to strive to get 400 subscribers by the end of the weekend, I had no idea it was going to come down to being this close. And that's just phenomenal. Just like, we've gotten 7 subscribers today somehow, and I'm not sure how that happened, but like, I'm here for it. We're all rooted for me. Thanks, Ruben. I think it's got a good chance of happening. Like, I think we'll get there. It's because I'm a chill dude. Try to be. I try to be. My wife was giving me crap yesterday because of my shiny Bulbasaur reaction. Because, like, seeing people live stream shiny hunting, like, I don't watch streamers the most because, like, I don't want to be accused of copying what they're doing, yada yada yada. And if I don't see it, I can't know, and I can plead the fifth. You know, I plausible deniability, all that. Like, I just haven't seen it, so I don't know. But back when I was watching streamers, the 2 that I did watch the most was Austin John Plays, Sauce McGavin. Austin John Plays, though, I haven't really seen stream the most. More of just his videos. Outside of that, one that I never could really get into watching was A-Drive, because of the face he makes on all of his thumbnails for shock while shiny hunting and whatnot. And the reactions are completely over the top, right? So, like, I've always maintained on the channel that I don't have very over-the-top reactions. I'm usually pretty mellow. But with the history of the channel, I've been primarily shiny hunting in Sword Shield, BDSP, Scarlet and Violet, Legends Arceus, and Legends ZA. So the shinies are a little bit easier to come across, kind of like taking a drink from a glass of water. So they're not really a surprise when I get them. So it's like, okay, yeah, cool. This game, however, I will have a little bit more animated shiny expression when I find a shiny, just because the odds make it that much harder. And so it is genuinely a surprise when you get it under odds. And so I'm a little bit more animated with those. And so she was giving me a little bit of crap with it, saying, I thought you detested having over the top reactions, but I heard you from the other room with headphones on. And so she was poking crap at me for it, and it was a little funny. Covey J, welcome. Pivot Daydreamer, hello. Infinite Nugget Strat, indeed I am. Because I am setting up a shiny Dratini and Abra hunt later on. And I ain't about to hunt for coins in a shiny hunt as well. I know who you are. If I had to guess, I would have to say Peyton. And thanks, Covey, for the congrats on the Sparrow. You're going to be checking back every couple of days or so. You're scrolling. Fair enough. Cashier Marquise. Sauce overrated, gang. There are a lot of things that Sauce does that I like. I haven't been able to watch in over a year. So that could have changed. I've only been able to sparsely pop on because I can't really watch streams while I'm at work, and I think he changed his stream schedule too. So but there are some takeaways that I got from watching Sauce stream when I was watching that I enjoyed about it and wanted to take into my streams for sure. Yeah, boy. What are my thoughts about the new Wind and Waves games? They're making waves. And I hope they don't blow. Gekwa is going to be awesome. I hope. It'll be interesting. I love in the Pokemon Presents. The best thing about Wind and Wave so far, the best thing so far, is in the Pokemon Presents, there was a nod to the most infamous game rating for Pokemon games ever. And I'm here for it. If you guys are familiar with Gen 3, you'll know that it got a lower rating than most other Pokemon games because it had too much water. In Pokemon Wind and Waves is definitely going to have way more water, and they made a little bit of a dig at it, and I'm so here for it. Wait, what about unless I get a shiny Deoxys and 73 resets? Yeah. Like, my Bulbasaur I got excited for. My Spearow was a little bit more mellow. My Deoxys, I did go a little crazy with that one because that was insane. Yeah, it's a subtle dig, but if you know, you know. It might not have been. Oh, sorry, I misquoted. It wasn't in the Pokemon Presents. The official Pokemon Twitter account responded to the announcement for Wind and Waves, saying 7.5 out of 10 or something like that, or 7.8, yeah. At the February 2026 Pokemon Presents, the official Pokemon account jokingly referenced IGN's 2014 Too Much Water critique by replying 7.8 out of 10 with a wave emoji to the reveal of Pokemon Winds and Waves. Like, I don't know. That was some Wendy's level Twitter shenanigans. Gen 3 is also my favorite. Oh, also, I think you already knew, Pivot. I'm streaming on a second smaller channel right now. That's why my subscriber numbers are kind of crazy right now. Some of the new music we added. Donkey Kong. It's called Sludge Bomb Trainer, one word. If you would, we're almost going to hit 400 this weekend, and I'm here for it. I'm also surprised, because, like, I need this Zubat to faint me. So, like, if it could do that, that would be greatly... That would be dope. I apologize, that was with the wrong hand. You know what this Zubat has me feeling like? If you've seen Men in Black 1, you got Agent K down there on the ground, aiming up at the giant cockroach alien thing, yelling, "Eat me! Eat me!" Except for it's faint me instead. That was weird. I know exactly what scene you're talking about. Yeah. See you in a second. I had no idea this song was on here. That you did. We went up to 397. Thanks for that. That's probably why I haven't been popping up on your feed very much recently. There for a while, I lost the ability to multi-stream to both channels at the same time. And so I was prioritizing the smaller one for a long time. Since, like, last May, really. Gotta call it early, had a long weekend, and need some rest for work tomorrow. Ruben, have a fantastic evening. Good luck on your shiny hunting endeavors. May my luck spill over to you. I love it when a song knows how to utilize headphones correctly. And this song does. So, I love it when a song has, like, fast notes, and it plays one in the right ear and just alternates right, left, right, left, right, left. And it kind of makes your eyes spin in a circle a little bit, in a good way. It's very satisfying. This is one of those times where I would be welcoming of Zubat using Confuse Ray or Supersonic. So why did I pick Bulbasaur over the other two? Strategy. So with this being a shiny only badge quest, I have to catch a shiny prior to each gym badge, right? But the shinies that I'll be hunting aren't always guaranteed to be the shiny that I want, such as the Spearow. I was going for a Nidoran, Spearow Shine first, so that's what we have. Now, I could have just skipped it and said, oh, we'll just keep hunting until I find a Nidoran, but you could go 4 shinies until that happens and still not be where you want to be. So I picked Bulbasaur for a few reasons. One, it's going to clap the cheeks of Brock and Misty, so I guaranteed that I would have an easy ability to defeat the first 2 gym leaders, which gives me time to identify 2 additional Pokemon to help me fight Surge, and Erica and Koga, depending on which one I try to go for first. That's the main reason right there. The other reason is it has access to sleep. So sleep powder, I don't think it gets stun spore, but it could. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Or else I would have it by now. So I wanted to make sure I had the ability to put Pokemon to sleep so I could catch them easier with less risk of fainting. There aren't really any gym leaders except for Erica where Charizard's like stellar at that the other 2 aren't. Sleep powder has a higher catch rate, yeah. So it's just a little bit more strategy. And if you can put Pokemon to sleep, your other Pokemon have better potential So I'm also going to be going for a Gengar and an Abra slash Alakazam. So I know I'm going to have some high attacking slash special attacking. Are you going to drive up to Idaho to help me with that? Like, I'm down to see ya. But these games don't have Wi-Fi trading. But I do appreciate being willing to help. I love it. Out of curiosity, what have you been up to these days? You're at Costco, right? Backfire X getting a Switch 2 next week for the family, and we'll download Leaf Green and do a shiny badge quest. Nice. That'll be fun. You did a Ruby badge quest back in 2018 and itching to get back into it. Honestly, I am waiting for them to put Ruby and Sapphire on this. I want to buy it so bad. Like, I would give them my money now if I could. I also want to do a shiny only badge quest in Sapphire. That would be my ideal game. That is the game I know more about than any other Pokemon game, except for probably the original Red and Blue. Too bad Emerald is broken. Emerald is delightful. You're meaning broken in a good way, right? Good, good. You would love if they brought Emerald in Gen 2. I don't know if we'll get Gen 2 anytime soon. But they got to complete the Game Boy Advance games, for sure. Because right now we're kind of left hanging with being unable to finish the Pokedex in these games. Because we can't get Umbreon or Espeon in this game due to the no time cycle. Costco pays great. Benefits are great. Ooh, there's this girl you've been hanging out with and hope it gets to go somewhere. Well, Pivot, I got 2 kids and I am now a branch manager over our digital branch at the credit union I work at. I have another branch manager aside me that shares that responsibility as well, because the team is so big that it's under one roof but has to have multiple people managing it. Ooh, I'm accidentally going to faint that Zubat. Let's not do that. But with some changes that are going on right now, it is very likely that I'm going to be set up to be promoted to vice president of digital banking within like 2-ish years or so, because I have my digital branch team of like 9 people that I'll be supervising, but we're also working on opening up another team that will like handle help desk requests of my computer's not working, XYZ's not working, I need assistance with this type stuff. It's in early works, but if that goes through, I will be over 2 teams, and that exceeds what you would typically have a manager level employee handling, because it's a manager manages one team, a vice president manages multiple teams, and that would put me in the running for that. So that's pretty dope. But yeah, best of luck with the relationship front. Those ones definitely have a lot more moving pieces in them. Thanks, Backfire. Yeah, we hope everything goes well with it. You've learned your lesson about dating coworkers. If I didn't date a coworker, I would not be married right now. So I'm glad I did. But there was a part where we stopped dating for about 2-ish months. Kind of took a break for a minute. And that sucked, because you would see him every day. But also because we still saw each other every day. We worked it out. And now we have 2 kids. Been married like 6.5 years. It's been pretty good. Yeah, I count myself extremely lucky and blessed in that front, pivot. It kind of dropped in my lap, because I was working at Walmart, and I couldn't promote because my wife was in the same department as me, and that was a no-no. So I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna make a career change. Went to the credit union I'm working at now. Eventually moved to it was an online banking position slash answer phone calls for our online banking program slash we're going to start a contact center. And so I was like one of the first 2 people hired to go back and start that, and then ended up becoming responsible for having a hand in training basically everybody on the team up to the point where I was promoted, and applied for the job, managed to get it, and have since proven my worth on that front. And then they're like, you know what? Instead of just having this be a contact center, it's going to be a full digital branch. Everything that you can do in a branch, we want to be able to do back here. And so we helped make it happen and are still making it happen. And then they're like, hey, we want to do this other thing. So It's just kind of been like, here you go. You do this. Oh, you did that well. Here's this. It's kind of awkward at work for you, Marcus, but slowly getting less awkward. Yeah, it do be taking some time. I gotta be at like 22 nuggets by now, right? I've kind of just been chatting and just loosely paying attention to the screen. The downside about using this Zubat to grind my levels up is that I've kind of made it take longer for it to take me out. I'm probably at 50 at this point. That would be delightful. I'm trying to get to 40, but I would not be opposed if I just somehow magically got to 50. Because I'm probably going to burn all of my coins hunting for Abra. So I'm going to spend all of these nuggets getting coins at the game corner. I'm going to rapidly hunt for an Abra. And then I'm going to hunt for a Dratini at some point later on. $22. I was almost dead on. I said what, 20? Maybe I did say 22. It was either 22, 21, or 23. You didn't realize this was a nugget trick? Did you just think I was less bad at the game? No, I'm intentionally losing this fight. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, this fight is harder than Cynthia. It's like, yeah, we are intentionally losing to the Zubat. Because for some reason, this rocket guy gives us a nugget every time we talk to him. Naruto, welcome. Oop, oop, oop. Nope, don't want to do that. Don't take out Zubat. So at this point, I am going for 40 nuggets, so I have 18 more attempts here. Personally, I wouldn't normally do it this way, because I think that this takes a lot more time than the retro mail duplication glitch. So typically I would just get the one nugget and then retro mail a bunch of them into existence because it's faster by a long shot. but I don't want to be about all that. $200,000 with 2 badges isn't not bad. And 200,000 is the exact amount I need to max out my coin case. So that's why we're doing exactly that. And maxing out my coin case will allow me maximum Abra attempts at a time. I am inclined to get more nuggets just because I'm also planning to do a Dratini hunt, but that one's not as critical. I want the Abra because Alakazam is going to clap Koga's cheeks real hard. But because I didn't get my Nidoran, I think I'm going to go for Dratini for Ice Beam. Because anything else that learns Ice Beam aside from those two is going to get stomped by Dragonite before it can, like, kill it with Ice Beam. Abra is easier and less expensive. You right. So, I'm going to hold off on Dratini. I'm going to set up some shenanigans for it, of course. But I may, in fact, elect to hunt Nidoran in the Safari Zone. Because I would prefer to have Nidoking on my team. It's easier to raise and level up. Oh, apparently I want this one. Oh, there it is. Found it. So this is what I'm looking for my team to be like here. Ivysaur, Gengar, Spearow, Alakazam, Snorlax, Vulpix, Dugtrio, Dratini, but Dratini can be swapped out with Nidoran. So I will probably end up shiny hunting once in the Safari Zone. And if I don't get the Pokemon I'm looking for, I'll probably go back to the casino and get Dratini. Yeah, I think with that whole team, Poison, and flying are the only type that gets duplicated. Why is there 8 Pokemon? A team is only 6, you thought? A team is only 6. But there are 8 badges. My music just paused. Heart Gold Soul Silver Shiny Badge Quest. It's 16. And I could be persuaded to do one of those as well at some point, but I got a long road ahead of me before that because prior to this game getting announced, I spent like 40 hours outside of stream time and maybe like 15 hours during stream time setting up the ability to shiny hunt every legendary in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl on 4 switches at the same time. So I'm going to be doing some quad hunts for Dialga, Palkia, Darkrai, Arceus, Giratina if I didn't say that one, Azel, Fuxie, Heatran, and then all of the Ramonis Park legendaries. And I'll have to figure out what the Shiny Charm actually affects on those games. But the only thing I can't hunt 4 at a time on is Cresselia and Mesprit. Why did my music stop? Must be downloading or something. Black and White 2 needs remake. You don't care for Black and White? Black and White 2 was awesome. I think they need to remake them as one. And they need to have the first ever Pokemon game where there's 10 gym badges that you can obtain. Marcus, you have a great night. And I think the Kanto game should be remade to have this fighting type gym actually be a gym, because in the anime it basically would have been. Can Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan be shiny? Not that I want to static encounter those, but that would be cool. I mean, I would assume they work just like getting Pokemon from Oak. They should. Add the mysterious badges Gary achieved? Exactly. In theory, there were 18 gyms in the Kanto region. Because, yeah, Gary definitely had different badges than Ash. Not that I would swap out anyone on my team for one of those Pokemon, but it's good to know. All right, though. It is after 10. So after this battle, I am going to wrap up the stream. And I will finish getting the rest of my nuggets prior to next stream. I wanted to have this all done and set up to shiny hunt the next time I stream. That's not going to happen. But we will make it so that during next stream, I will be able to move on. The blue boxing gloves are awesome. Yeah. They are pretty cool. But we did come super close to hitting 400 by the end of the weekend. But it's okay. Soon. Because I'm going to spend some time putting out the video for my shiny Bulbasaur as well as my shiny Spearow. Finding those. Should get a few extra people. There's an extra one now. That's what's up. Even closer. All right, how many we got? We're ending off with 26. When we come back next time, I will have at least 41 so that we won't have to spend time doing that next stream and we can actually progress to the point where we can shiny hunt for sure. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the video because we hit a like goal or 2 today. And we'll catch you tomorrow evening about 7:30, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Or Daylight Time. Acid Face, welcome. Sorry I'm signing off. Hopefully we'll catch you next time.